We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 53. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A toss out to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Set. 18 Gator.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Check 9. Ready? He's checking. Crash.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
54. Mike 54. 5.
From the 22, Manning. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Mike. All day, baby, all day.
To throw on third down. Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come this way, here we go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Watch the eye. Lady. Check 43.
Darnold down to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Delta. Right there. 54, right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Go 58 to the mic. Hey, watch your leg.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, it's Powell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
They're running it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy. And he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Set, ready? 8, read. Let's get that home. Watch twist. Watch twist. Protein spill.
Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Giants! Wayne Goldman, 55 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Powell takes it from Darnold. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slam, slam, slam. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 33 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Manning. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We go set 50 plant. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Hey, exit.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Throwing is Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Again, it's Bell. Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll go to Barkley again. They find some open field here. 31 yards there and a first down. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Touchdown, defense.
From the 35 on second down. Manning, he's going to let one fly for Tate. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Manning. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at about the 14.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Red 80. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Tighten up. Tighten up. Red 80. Switch it. Switch it. Hey,
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
stop me.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
58's the mark.
Now it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You must be ready.
They'll run on first down. Powell. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down. And 80. He's coming. Double up.
Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check 99. Check 99. Lady. Slam.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
We're going to sign. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. There's a party, lady. There's a party there.
On first down, Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Powell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go again with Powell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. Go. 57. Mike, 57.
Now Manning. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Alert 3.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I know you felt that one.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Powell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, seam 6.
Manning now to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Manning. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.